One of the reasons why I was so excited to come here to Venice, and thank you for having me, is that I think that data governance and privacy more generally is going to be incredibly important, not just to our present, but to our immediate future. As AI systems become more competent, how we treat data and how we care for ourselves and each other is going to become even more important. Artificial intelligence in particular is going to have a big impact on how we deal with data governance and also the importance of data governance. The traditional approaches of click-to-consent terms and services for specific uses of data, I don't think is going to last well. It's not going to be very durable in this new future. Instead, I think we need to think about what users' reasonable expectations are and how we bring privacy to the foreground and think about privacy from a behavioral point of view rather than from a simple consent-based view. Quantum computing, I think, is a separate issue that has a huge impact on cryptography and how we store data, and making systems that are robust to quantum attacks in the longer-term future, I think, is important. But personally, I feel like the questions about how we deal with data governance in the face of artificial intelligence are more pressing. We have to deal with those things first. So I think data regulations today are, many of them are anchored in an older way of thinking about data and privacy and individual rights. And I think that we have to change the way in which we view them, rather from being about what data will be used for in a static sense into something that is more aware of the context and the personalized choices of the individual. People are going to have a need to change the way their data is governed based on their own beliefs, their own needs, and how they use AI products. But I think that in order to be able to, for anyone to be able to use the products to their full potential, we're going to have to rethink some of the approaches to data governance to make it less static and less flat for everyone. Data governance, I think, will always be an evolving problem. It's not something that has a single solution. As technology changes, the ways in which we use data and the ways in which we expect data to be used by others changes. And I think that the shift in how computer systems work, particularly with the rise of chatbots and with the coming rise of agents, and agents that act on our behalf, is going to render our old models of privacy and data governance obsolete. They won't be satisfying from a safety point of view, nor will they really fulfill our expectations about utility. So my expectation is that we're going to see data governance need to go through a radical reimagination in the next few years. But my hope is that we should be expecting more from data governance and more from privacy, not less. I think international dialogue here is incredibly important. The world, to me, feels smaller than it ever has. Systems are more interconnected. I can fly from America with my phone and immediately arrive here in the EU and still be using my same technologies in another location. And I really think that we have to think about the communities that are served and understand that people are not isolated and static in one municipality. They're going to travel around their country, they're going to travel around the world, and we have to be able to build systems that interoperate across boundaries in a way that's safe and effective. The Privacy Symposium are incredibly important because privacy is not a matter for any one individual or any one government or any one company to solve. It has to be something that supports the entire community, where academics, regulators, and technologists come together to try to solve the problem as part of an ecosystem. And that means that companies need to be aligned with each other, regulations need to be aligned across organizations, and fundamentally they need to work together to address the needs of the population. So if we don't come together like this, we'll never find adequate solutions. I think it's necessary, and it's hard work, but we have to do it. I think it's very important that we understand what the current state of data governance is, not just what was intended, but what actually happens when a regulation meets reality. How does it exist in the real world when people start using it, when companies start interpreting it, as it is being enforced? And I think that observation of what happens in the real world is necessary to both improve current regulations and to imagine the approach that we should take in the future. I think that the message that I most want to share is that we should be expecting more from AI-powered privacy systems than we have seen in the past. It's not just about taking data governance and privacy and making it compatible with AI. I really feel that we can do better as a community to serve people's privacy, to govern data better, and I think that we should actually be looking forward to the future where we feel more empowered to have control of how our information is and is not used.